Okay, so it looks like I was able to go on live. When I first went to connect, it an error came up and said I needed to update something. So I updated it and went out and came back in again, and it looks like I am on live now. So sorry about that, guys. And yesterday, okay, I can see me there now. Yeah, and yesterday, there was no internet, no TV. My home phone was down. Luckily, I had my cell phone, so I ended up getting my laptop and my DVD player, and I went to bed and I watched movies. So I was in bed early last night. And then tonight, I wasn't going to come on because I had a massage tonight, so I have a little bit of bedhead going on, but because I wasn't on live last night, I decided to come on tonight. So I'm not sure if anybody is there or can hear me, see me. I'm just going to go on there. I am on the right channel, right? Sometimes I never know, am I on the right channel? Yay, Emily! And did everybody see Emily's beautiful Santa pants that she did? So I posted something on my personal page. What would you rather, Santa or elf pants? And the overwhelming response was Santa pants. I actually like the elf pants. I think I like the green color. But we're not technically supposed to post business. Hey, Molly. We're not supposed to post business stuff on your personal page. You can get shut down for that. But I try to keep it, when I do post business related stuff, I try to keep it sort of generic, like I'm not selling anything. So yeah, so that's the scoop on. And oh, Linda! Oh my God, Linda Stanger's on! Yay, Linda! Haven't seen you in eons. I'm not sure if you've retired yet or if you're still working at Michael's, but oh, it's so nice to see you. So I have an oldie but a goodie to share with you tonight, and this is to inspire you to use up your paper, get ready for the holiday season, and to get crafting, to be creative. And so what I'm going to share with you tonight are sour cream containers. Now, in the US, I think sour cream containers, they're little takeout containers and they're like a triangle type thing. And they were around years ago. Um, and I actually really loved doing them. And we used to have, oh gosh, what were they called? Ice lollies or something like that. And they were triangular shape and but big, right? So these are smaller, and in restaurants in the US, they put sour cream in them. And so that's why they're called sour cream containers. Last year, or no, a few years ago, one of the gentlemen that I worked with, he really liked them. So what he did was, for his grandchildren, he gave me money, and I made sour cream containers and I decorated them, but I put the money inside the containers because they seal it up and you can hang it on a tree or make it like a little ornament, and then they can open it up and they can see what's inside, right? I'm just looking, I think I have like mascara down here from the massage, but it's you guys. You will love me as I am, right? Okay, so let me get over and I'm going to give you some measurements, and we're going to make one of the sour cream containers together. I'm going to give you some ideas, and I'm also going to show you some alternate ones that I had done, including one of the ones that I did years ago. Like I said, I'm not a hoarder, but I do keep things that I enjoy, that I like. So I do hold on to them, and so that I can resurrect them, because what's old is new again, right? So it's cyclical, whatever. Things come around, come back again. So let's get started. And so I know Halloween is around the corner. Not everybody celebrates Halloween, but I saw this, the Stampin' Up has a Facebook page for demonstrators, and people post projects in there. And I actually really love some of the ideas that come across. And this project, this sour cream container, was it on there? No, I think I did a search for it. I think I did a search and it came up, and I really liked it. So It's using the Halloween paper, and I'm going to be showing you with uh, dies that are from the, oh shoot, what's the name of the stamp set? Oh, no, it wasn't Tidings and Trimmings. What was the stamp set? Oh, the stamp set that this set goes with. And no, it wasn't Tidings and Trimmings. I'll get you the name of the stamp set and I'll post it. But we're just going to be using the dies. And I actually really love these dies because we've got winter, fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas. And these dies are, you can use them for all those seasons. I think I used this for a team event and this stamp set. Okay, so what you need is a piece of designer series paper, your choice, and it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So on the I'm just gonna see. I can see sometimes when people write comments, but I've got Emily. Oh, you haven't been able to get the dies. Oh, are they back ordered still? Okay, so I was looking on the news today. I'm gonna like go off on a tangent here, and they were talking about supply shortages and the backlog in the ports in Los Angeles. And there was a picture of all the ships that are sitting. You can see it looks like dozens of ships in the Los Angeles port in the harbor just waiting to be offloaded. So it's crazy times these days. Okay, so we've got a piece of design series paper that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So on the short side, short. Yeah, on the short side, we are going to take tear and tape, and we are going to add tear and tape down the left-hand side. Now you can do it the right-hand side, doesn't matter. And I need scissors. Okay, and I'm just going to cut that off. There is no rhyme and reason to the measurements for the next part, right? So burnish that in so it's easier to peel off. Now we're going to put some tear and tape across the top, and we're going to butt it up against the left-hand side here. Like I said, this was one of the oldie but a goodie, and they were so popular a few years ago, and I think they're making a resurgence. Okay, and burnish that in. Now for the bottom one, we're going to sort of put it in the middle like that. And don't ask me for measurements on the tear and tape. It's just going to be a wing it type thing. I'm sure somewhere there might be measurements, and that's what we're going to do. And this is so simple, it's not even funny. I'm going to take off the tear and tape on the left-hand side like that. So we've got that long strip. And I am going to curl this, whoops, I'm going to fly it, curl it over. And I'm going to meet the left side to the right side. And without bending it, I'm just going to match the bottom end and then match the top end. And you've got it sealed. You can see I'm not exactly straight, but that's okay. No one's gonna worry about it. Okay, so now at the top, we've got like tear and tape at the top and bottom. And here is the seam here, right? So I'm just gonna kind of roll it over a little bit so that the seam, whoops, there's the seam right there. So it's going to match up kind of like that. And so the seam is right here. And I am going to pull off this tear and tape, and I'm going to seal the top edge. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, and you want it to crimp this edge, I'm gonna show you two ways of doing it. Years ago, okay, Linda, you're going to remember this because Michael's used to sell them. This is a crimping tool. I am going to stick the end in like that. I'm going to clamp it down like with my hand, and I'm just going to rotate it oh so slightly like that. And you get this, can you see that crimped type of edge to it? So it's like sealing it, but it just gives it that added detail. So at this point, what you would do is if you've got candy or whatever, or in the case of my coworker, he gave me money, or I think it might have even been checks, can't remember. I put it inside in here. Then you're going to, it's like a triangle, and it's going to be on the sort of opposite end like that. Okay? It's going to be on the opposite, so it's going to look like a sour cream container. And I'm going to pull off the tear and tape like that, and I am going to seal this. Now, if you don't have the crimping tool, I will say that the crimping tool looks great, but you can also get a similar effect by bringing out your scoreboard. Okay, so I've done the top part, right, and it's kind of has like a waves to it. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to line it up, and I actually, on my Simply Scored tool, I actually have a, where the 6-inch line is, I took what's it called? A Sharpie, and I made a mark down there so that I know that that's the 6-inch line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1 notch under, and I'm going to, whoops, you have to be careful where you got the seam. And I'm going to score that where the 1 notch under. Now I'm going to flip it over. I've got on the 6-inch mark, and I'm going to go 2 notches over now. Well, maybe you can't see that. Sorry, I'm out of shape, out of frame. So on this side, now that I'm in frame, I did 1 under. Now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do 2 under. This is only if you want to give it that extra detail. And I'm going to flip it back over, and I'm going to do it 1 more time, and I'm going to do it 3 under. I will admit that you get a better look from, but that's what it looks like when you do it with the Simply Scored. Let me see if I flip it over, if you can see it any better. But you do get a better look when you do it with the crimping tool. But you can get the similar look with that one. You don't have to score it, but it does add, you know me, I like that little bit of detail. So it adds that little bit of detail. So that is a sour cream container. Now what you do is you decorate it as you like. So this is going to bug me. So let me get my catalog out. I'm going to, what the name of these dies are. Look at this. They're right here. So these are the Sparkle of the Season dies. And that's the stamp set that goes with it. So it's got Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween, Grateful. And then you've got, this would be a leaf die. Like a Christmas leaf die. This one, a Christmas branch die, sorry. This one are leaves. This one is we're going to use today, and it's cut stars. And then it's got coordinating dies that coordinate with those. It's got some leaves. It's got pumpkins. It's got, a witch's broom. It's got a bat. So it's one of those all-around type of dies. But that's what it's called, Sparkle of the Season. It's called Seasonal Swirl dies, sorry. Okay. So now we have the sour cream container. The one thing, just to note that this has got a definite up pattern. Not that it really matters, but I usually end up decorating it on this side, but you could, if you wanted to, decorate it on this side, but I usually decorate it on this side. Because what you're going to do is you're going to put a hole here, and it's going to hang like that on your tree or whatever, right? So let me put the hole in there now, and again, I'm just using a crocodile. You can use any hole, any thing that you have to make a hole with, and they're just going to put a hole right there, and then we'll wrap a string in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this is a Halloweeny one, I've taken from my Tasteful Label dies, and you can use whatever dies that you want, and this is going to go like that. So I'm going to build everything on here. And like I said, I saw this online, but I didn't have everything that she used, so I'm just sort of like improvising. So this is the star, and I did it in the black glimmer. Originally, I did it in the silver metallic, but I didn't like it. I like the black glimmer better. So I'm going to use the Tombow glue, and I am going to dot, 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 and I'm going to do dot on the inner edges, because this may go over the edge of this die. And I just actually went through my stash of whatever dies I had that I wanted to use, and I'll show you some other samples afterwards, and ideas that you can use. And I'm going to put that like that. And I should have got the stamp set out too, but hold please while I get the stamp set out. What was it called? It was called Sparkle. If I was, oh, look at this. I even filed it alphabetically correct. I did, because I'm going to do like Happy Halloween on there. Okay, so I've got that down first. And then I've die cut out the broom in the black glimmer. And I also die cut out the bat in the black glimmer. I also die cut out, these are so cute, 3 pumpkins in the pumpkin pie. And I just have to figure out how I want to coordinate these. And I'm going to fussy cut one of the skulls. I'm going to take this one only because it's down here. I know you all love fussy cutting. Oh, and you're all so quiet. I think you're all still on. Oh, am I still recording? Oh, I am. I'm still on. So, because you've gone quiet. I know you're watching intently, right? And I know not everybody celebrates Halloween, and this is kind of late for Halloween, but it's just one idea, so it doesn't have to be Halloween, doesn't have to be Christmas. I saw one that was done like this, and for Easter, but what they did was they took green paper, like it was, I think, a carrot, like a orange, it was a carrot, and then they took green paper and they attached it here, and they cut it so that it looked like it was, oh, they're concentrating on cutting. Oh, and they cut it like it was leaves. And so it looked like the top of a carrot. It was cute. So this may be Halloween themed, but you can also do it for Easter, birthdays. Let me see. I'm just trying. I'm making stuff up as I go here. I'm going to put this with a dimensional. If you think of anything else that it could be used for, oh, please share. How was your, oh, my massage? I go every month for a massage, and it was amazing. So last month, okay, well, while I'm decorating this, I'm gonna yak with you. Last month, for the first time ever, I tried reflexology. Has anyone ever tried reflexology before? So this was reflexology on your feet, right? And I'd never done it before, but my massage therapist always talks about it, right? And I have sinus issues, so I thought, okay, well, I'll go, because she, she swears by it for her sinuses or whatever. So I find that the last little while I've been clenching my teeth a lot. Like my jaw, I come home and my jaw is really, really tight, and I have to make an effort. I have to remind myself to relax my jaw, right? So I was telling my massage therapist, and so she said, you should go for reflexology. So I went, and I thought it was going to be an hour of having my feet massaged. I love having my feet massaged, but it was not. But so the woman, she did pressure points on my feet and whatever. And the whole time I'm lying there and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, Elizabeth, relax your jaw, relax your jaw. And I'm talking to myself, right? And so at the end, the massage therapist says to me, do you want to know what I found with your system, right? And she said, first off, she goes, you have sinus issues. And I went, yep, I do. And then she said some other things, and then she said, and your jaw is so tight. She floored me. I'm actually looking for the Happy Halloween. She floored me when she started talking. How random is that she would acknowledge that my jaw, how tense my jaw was, right? She's touching my feet. She has nothing to do with my jaw. Anyhow, I just found it phenomenal. Okay, as I am working as I'm still talking to you. So I have these scraps of paper that I always use. Now I'm going to do Happy Halloween, and that's not straight on here, but I'm going to cut it in two. Okay, and I need some black ink. Anyhow, yes, my massage was very good. She's actually very good. She's very good. Just a young girl, but she won't massage men. So so if you want her, you kind of have to phone in to get her, because she's not available online. Oh no, that doesn't look good. Okay, that's better. Not great, but I need to clean that off. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, this is what I love about stamps like this, because you can split it in half. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to reduce this, make it a little bit narrower. And a little bit narrower. Yeah, I'm freehanding this. And one more too here. So things that I was thinking what you could do if you did these for Christmas, right? So what you could do is, I'm going to put Happy Halloween there. You'd have to be a fake tree, but you could do an advent calendar, and you can do a series of these and have them hanging on a tree, and have someone open them up, one each day, right? It doesn't have to be for, if you put a real tree and it's up later, you could have it start like 10 days to Christmas or something, right? That's one idea. So another one is, I remember as a child, and I still have this, I got a present for Christmas, and I can't remember what it was, but it was too big to go under the tree. And so what Santa Claus did, was my father, and I still have the card, was he had a card, he made a card, and he tucked it in the tree, and after all the presents were handed out, he said, oh, I think Santa Claus left something for you. And so I opened it up, and it was a map to the house on where to find this last present, right? So I thought, oh, wouldn't this be a good idea on how to find a present, right? So, okay, so if I were to do this again, I would pick a smaller die, because that's kind of like too big. But what I'm going to do is, because this is on a slant, like it's on a, like, slants down, I'm going to put one dimensional up here, like that, and then down here I'm going to put two, and that way it'll sit a little bit flusher, a little bit more flush. So yeah, so you could put a little scavenger hunt type thing in a map inside and hang it on the tree. So there it is, and then I just need a ribbon. And this is not really an appropriate ribbon, but it'll do. Actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this. So this is black and white. So I don't want to use black ribbon on here. I want to use purple ribbon. So I'm going to take one of my blends. And when I do stuff like this, I like to use an old blend. I don't like to use the new ones. And I'm going to color the ribbon. And so you can change it, make it a different color. So that's a way to change up the color on the ribbon. If you wanted to, and I just wanted a bit of purple in there. Don't ask me why, but I did. And then I'm just going to tie a little knot. So this is called sour cream containers, and if you do a search for sour cream containers and do like crafting sour cream containers or Stampin' Up sour cream containers, you will see a bunch. including one that's similar to this, but I just changed up a little bit. And like I said, I used a die that was it was too big. Okay. So there's the sour cream container, and you can put little candies in it, or you can put like notes. Okay, so what started this years and years and years ago was this one. This was the one that I had made, and like I said the other day, I tend to keep anything that I really like. I tend to keep it as a sample because things come back around again, right? So this is kind of one of the first ones that I did. And then I started playing. So if you wanted to do an advent calendar and you had the dies that were the playful alphabet has numbers in there, right? So you could do one for day 1, day 2, day 3, and you could put candies in there or little notes. Doesn't have to be for Christmas. This is really simple. It could be like birthday, countdown to a birthday. You could find something else to hang them on, or you can hang them random places around the house and have little ones open them up depending on if it's your birthday or not. So you can hang them in different places. And then playing with the Peaceful Cabin dies. This one's kind of hard. You might not see it, but this is using one of the snowflakes, which are called the Wonderful Snowflakes. And then my favorite Tasteful Label dies. And then these are 3 dies from the Peaceful Cabin stamp set, the bundle. And so these are 3 of them, and they're done in the metallic silver paper. So that's another one. This one I did not crimp. So you don't have to crimp them. This one I didn't crimp. And I haven't put the hole in there yet. And then using the same paper, because each one's like 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I cut one piece that was 5 1/2, and I was able to make multiples of them. And then here's another one, again, using the same dies as that, but I used a different Tasteful Label die, and I just sort of spread them out a little bit more. And then the last one I have to show you is using the tidings and trimmings. So again, here's one of the snowflakes, and then the Tasteful Label dies, the 2 circle ones, and then that one with the season's greetings on there, and then just some bling and that one. And that was a 6 by 6. So if you've got any designer series paper that you want to use up, again, like Emily made the Santa pants, and she put like a name on one of them, like in a little mitten, and it was so cute. But if you wanted to do another type of table favor, you could do these, and you could put something inside, like a little treat or something, and have them on a table and put people's names on them. So, or they could be, if you were having, who's doing parties this year, right? If you were having, I was thinking of a New Year's Eve party, and you wanted to have something on the table for people, you could bling it up a little bit and put little candies in there or confetti. So those are the samples that I have for you. So I know this was a super easy project, but very simple, and you don't need, use what you have on hand. That's the moral of the story. Use what you have on hand, and you can make something up, and use up the paper that you have. Make use of your dies, make use of your ribbons, and you can create these too. All right, so I think I have a project that I have to finish tomorrow for the Global Share Fair, which is coming up. Emily probably can tell me the date of the next Global Share Fair. I can't remember. It's not this weekend. I think it's next. No, it's not next weekend either. It's not this weekend. Or is it this weekend? Anyhow, I have to finish my project by the 30th and send a picture off. So it can't be this weekend. And send a picture off. Maybe it's the 24th. I'll have to look. I can't remember when the next Global Share Fair is. But I have to get my project done and get the picture sent off by Friday. So that's what I'm working on tomorrow. But then I will be back Friday night. And I have to decide which project I want to. Oh, it is next Friday. I'm so lost on the days. Okay, so it is next Friday. Okay, so because I'm off work on the 9th. Is it the weekend of the 9th? Because that's a Stampin' Up's convention. And I didn't think they would do it then. But I'll have to check. I'll post here when the next Global Share Fair is. And yeah, so I've got a bunch of projects here, and I just have to decide which ones next I'm going to share with you. Some are more involved than others. The first two were very, very simple. So the next couple might be a little bit more involved, but worth it. All right, so take care. Love the Christmas idea. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Let me just see who that was. That was, oh, might have been Molly. Might have been Molly that responded. Oh, it's November 5th and 6th. Thank you very much. So it is next weekend. So Stampin' Up's event's the following weekend. Thanks a lot, Emily. I knew you would know. And so if you're not a member of the, oops, sorry. Let me just see who that was. That was, oh, it might have been Molly. Hold on. If you're not part of the Global Share Fair, let me know and I can send you the link. This month we're following the same tutorial. It's a fancy fold card, and we're also all following the same tutorial, but our cards are all very different. It just shows you the versatility of one layout and how many different styles you can get in using one layout, but different stamp sets. All right, take care. I think I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea, and I'm gonna get to bed. Take care, have a good one, and we'll talk to you again Friday night. 8 o'clock, Friday night, 8 o'clock.